Oh, welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 30th, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm surprised that Smackdown brought up the signing of Jay Cargill. Ladies and gentlemen, they brought it up on Smackdown. They talk about the big free agent signing they got and Jay Cargill. And I'm surprised they even talk about that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got some matches that got added to Fastlane. We got a women's championship match, and I think we have a 6-man tag team match. Let me look that up. Hold on, guys. I think it's a 6-man. But I don't know who's in it. Well, I know one team is in it, but I don't know who's the other guys. Did they choose? Well, it's not on here, so I can't really say anything. I guess we'll have to wait until they accept the match, because the one team issued the challenge and the other team did not even accept it, so can't really do much about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had the Grayson Waller effect, and mostly the only important of this thing is that what is Bobby Lashley going to do with the Street Profits? Is he actually done with the Street Profits? He told Grayson Waller that he made a mistake, and now he has to recruit. And Grayson Waller thought he had a good idea, saying that, oh, me and Austin Theory, you can work with us. And remember, Bobby Lashley had his little problems with Austin Theory, and he didn't like that idea. Until the Street Profits came out, and they want another shot to team up with Bobby Lashley, to align themselves with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley told the Street Profits, you had to prove it. If you had to prove it that you want to join my group. That's all they had to do. They had to prove it. And they did. I will tell you guys how when we get there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start off Friday Night Smackdown, we didn't get a lot of segments. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Jimmy Uso and Solo coming out, talking about Fastlane, how they're going to beat John Cena and all that stuff in their 2-on-1 handicap. And then, ladies and gentlemen, after all that happened, the Bloodline got attacked by Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson just shoved Solo out of the ring, and then he attacked Jimmy Uso. Solo was about to attack, but Paul Heyman stopped him, and the person that's going to try to end Carl Anderson, they look at Jimmy Uso, and Solo says, end it, or I will. And Jimmy, of course, he's so confident, he thinks he's going to end it. He did that thing with what Roman Reigns does when he wants a microphone to Paul Heyman. But he laughed, and then he just grabbed the microphone out of the hands of Paul Heyman. Well, we have a match with Jimmy Uso versus Carl Anderson. Pretty okay match. I'm happy that Carl Anderson is getting an opportunity to be in the match. He's kind of in this Bloodline problem now because he attacked him, and AJ's in the hospital. That's why he attacked him. But ladies and gentlemen, it was an okay match, but the winner of that match was Jimmy Uso. And I believe Solo attacked Carl Anderson as well. But when the Bloodline was about to walk away, Michelin, or Mia Yim, I call him Mia Yim because I hate saying Michelin. Mia Yim came out, and Jimmy was just mocking her. And she wasn't having it. She slapped the piss out of Mr. Jimmy Uso, and Jimmy fell down. Oh my god, that was a funny part, man. That was funny. The guy can't handle it, the slaps. But I think Mia Yim kind of made a bad choice of doing that because everybody in the backstage wasn't safe. Jimmy Uso was being a bully to everybody. And then they start beating up Adonis. B-Fab couldn't do anything because it's two men attacking Adonis. Remember, Top Dollar's not in WWE anymore, so nobody could help Adonis. Jimmy, he was doing some stomping on Adonis, But the producers and the referees, they stopped him. But you saw Adonis crawling, and he crawled to Solo. And then Solo put Adonis through a table. And then they started beating up a whole bunch of security guards. And John Cena hasn't made it to the arena yet. He's having travel issues, and he hasn't made the to the arena yet. So he can't help these guys because he can't show up. And then our first match, after the Grayson Waller effect, Grayson Waller called out his tag team partner, Austin Theory. And guess what? Dragon Lee was in the audience. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea why he was in the audience. He was on Raw, he was on NXT, he's going to be at No Mercy this Saturday, and now for some reason he's on Smackdown. I think this guy's going to get called up to the main roster sometime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Austin Theory versus Cameron Grimes. Pretty decent match. The winner of that match was Austin Theory. And then he walked to Dragon Lee, and then he shoves the head of Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee shoves back. And then it looks like there's going to be a brawl between those two. And we heard that next week on SmackDown, it'll be Dragon Lee versus Austin Theory. So he's making his SmackDown debut as well, like he did on Raw. And we heard that the Judgment Day is back. They're coming back to SmackDown because they're the tag team champions. They're allowed to come to SmackDown because they're the tag team champions. So that's going to be interesting to see. Then we have Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar in the United States Championship match. I thought it was a pretty decent match. If people say that Santos does not belong in the WWE, you are wrong. Because the guy is amazing. I love this guy. I've seen this guy wrestle when he was in Lucha Underground. And he did some matches in Impact Wrestling. And now he's here in WWE. The guy is amazing. He developed it as an entertainer. I enjoy watching this guy. I see future championships that Santos will win. He is a former Cruiserweight champion, but in the main roster, he needs some championships. I think he's going to win it. Just not now, because Rey Mysterio wins the match with the roll-up. We were about to see Rey and Santos show respect, handshake each other, until they got attacked by the Street Profits. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley came out. He was so happy that these guys finally embrace what they want. And then here comes Cruz del Toro and Walking Wild. And out of nowhere, Cruz del Toro, no, I think it was Walking Wild, just got elbowed by Mr. Bobby Lashley. And he looked at Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee was about to jump over the barricade, but security guys won't let him. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the Street Profits did their finisher on Walking Wild to end this destruction. So I'm guessing they're back with Bobby Lashley. Then we had Charlotte Flair versus Bayley. Pretty decent match, but for some reason Charlotte thinks she deserves another title shot. I'm getting tired of this. That's because Charlotte says, "What happened to you, Bayley? When I'm done with you, I'm going to challenge for the title at Fastlane." Didn't she lose a title shot already? Didn't she lose a title shot? I thought she lost a title shot to Io Sky one time after SummerSlam. Didn't she lose it? I know Bianca Belair did. Asuka did. Didn't Charlotte Flair lose one as well? I think she was like the first challenger for Io. And then Bianca Belair, then Asuka. How is she getting another title shot? So, ladies and gentlemen, I just spit all over my tablet. Ew. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Charlotte Flair. But Bayley was upset. Bayley went on the mic and says, "Charlotte, you think you could just ask for title matches or demand title matches?" But they said they're going to beat her up. So all three, Dakota Kai, I don't know if she's medically cleared to do this, but they all three surrounded Charlotte Flair in the ring until Asuka came out. I thought it was Shansi, but Asuka came out. She said a whole bunch of things in Japanese, and Bayley thought Asuka wants a triple threat match for the women's championship. Io Sky versus Charlotte Flair versus Asuka for the women's championship at Fastlane. But Io says that's not what she said. Why would you? Why is Bayley accepting matches? Well, we don't know if that's what Asuka said, because she said a whole bunch of things in Japanese. But we don't know what she actually said, and that's what Bayley thinks she said. But I think Io could tell us what she really meant. And I think Io is saying that she doesn't, that's not what she meant. That's not what she's saying. But I'm guessing now we're getting a women's championship match, triple threat. I think it's official. Yeah, it's official. And ladies and gentlemen, LWO issue a challenge to the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley at Fastlane. That's the match that I can't find in here. I think it's because Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits did not accept the match yet. And ladies and gentlemen, if it's going to be a 6-man tag team match, we already know Santos and Rey Mysterio will be in the match. Who's there going to be third? Will it be Cruz del Toro or Walking Wild? Well, John Cena finally landed and he drove to the arena. And ladies and gentlemen, he finally got in the ring. He had the contract in his hands, and he had two options. One, he could just rip the contract and walk away, or he wants to fight because he says he never gives up, and he's going to fight with or without a tag team partner. Jimmy Uso and Solo came out, and ladies and gentlemen, they said you have no partner, but you're not going to make it to Fastlane. And ladies and gentlemen, Cena attacked Jimmy Uso for a bit. And then he had the AA onto Solo. He got a super kick. They were beating up John Cena. And then they were trying to put Cena through a table. The announce table. Jimmy was about to do his splash off the turnbuckle. But Solo said, no, I want to do it. He was about to do it until John Cena's tag team partner came out. L.A. Knight, yeah. He came out and attacked the Bloodline, and Cena kind of helped as well by shoving Solo out of the ring. And then LA Knight signed the contract for Fastlane. It will be John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa at Fastlane. So we got the old school megastar John Cena versus the current megastar L.A. Knight. I think this is a big push for LA Knight because he's teaming up with John Cena and he's versing the two top guys in Smackdown right now, the Bloodline. I think this is a big push, and people want LA Knight to get pushed, and that's what he's getting. He's getting a big push. I don't know what else is happening on Fastlane because they only announced 2 more matches. So there's only 3 now currently, and they got 2. No, wait, it wasn't. I think there was only 2 current matches. John Cena's match and the Shinsuke match. They only got 2, and they add another 2. That's 4 matches. They kind of need more to make a pay-per-view match, a pay-per-view show for next Saturday. And ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday we got NXT's No Mercy. We got a whole bunch of matches here. I can tell you guys the matches. That if you guys don't remember the matches, if I know I'm doing. For this Saturday, I believe so, yep. September 30th. I have to make sure I know I'm doing. So the matches we have, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I told you guys this, but some reason in the pre-show we got Belair Davenport. We'll be versing the Jordan girl that was teaming up with Dana Brooke. Now she's not because Dana Brooke is no longer here. But she's going to be facing Belair Davenport in a match. Then we had Noam Dar will be versing Butch. Butch will have his friend Tyler Bate in his corner, and Noam Dar will have the Mensa 4, Oro Mensa, Lash Legend, and Jaraka Jackson for the British Rounds Rules match for the Heritage Cup. Carmelo Hayes will be versus Dragunov for the NXT Championship. Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's Championship. Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Trick Williams for the NXT North American Championship. Dragon Lee will serve as special guest referee. And we have the family, Tony D'Angelo and Stax versus the QTM, Price and Nima versus with Scripps versus the Creed Brothers, Brutus and Julius versus Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. Fatal 4-way match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So that's all the matches that will be happening on NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe tomorrow is the expiring dates of Edge's contract. And that means this Sunday he could come back, he could come to AEW. But people need to know that the guy had a bad injury. And he's getting older. So he might be retiring. He might not come to AEW. The guy might be retiring. I don't know. He's not had the same. He doesn't have the same energy as Christian. I don't think Christian had a really bad neck injury that's supposed to make him retire sooner. Bryan Danielson did, but Edge is getting older. Bryan Danielson is not that old. Like Edge. So the guy could still wrestle. He doesn't want to wrestle until his daughter is 7 years old, but that's his choice. But he's not retiring. Edge is getting older. The guy was wrestling in 1990s. Bryan Danielson, I think he's like working 2000s. Something like that. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, Edge could be retiring. He might not come to AEW. He might be retiring. That's what I can say. We will find out maybe at Wrestle Dream that he does make his debut, because like I said in one of my videos, that Luchasaurus is banned. But Edge is not banned from Wrestle Dream. Just Luchasaurus is. So he could still help, and he turns heel and help Christian win his match. I have no idea. But we will find out at Wrestle Dream. If he's actually gone from the WWE, he could come to AEW maybe. Or he retires. Like, actually retire. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on Saturday night for NXT's No Mercy. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!